Guys, welcome back to my channel for a brand new video of F1 2020, my team. This is career mode episode 3, I believe. We are at the Bahrain International Circuit, and I'm still not used to saying F1 2020, so bear with me as I go and get used to that. But here we are in qualifying. We're going to jump through. I did a couple of the practice sessions. I'm trying to minimize my practice as I'm trying to keep the wear on our engine components minimal as best, but we're gonna jump into qualifying. Full qualifying, I'm not expecting much. I think I was maybe P16 in practice on a medium compound, but nevertheless, we're gonna dive right into this and see what kind of pace we can have. I'm still not predicting us getting out of Q1, sadly, so we will see. We will carry on and see how well we can get through. Maybe we can have a Q2 appearance like we did in Australia. If not, it's just going to work from the back kind of thing. All right, here for qualifying Q1, we're actually going to do exactly what we did last week, and we're going to skip through just for time constraints. I feel like the track does improve with tire deg and the wear on the track with the rubbering down. So the fastest lap is always going to be towards the end of the session. Leclerc looking like he's quick now. His teammate pips him for a 27.6. Gonna wait for that 3-minute mark. We're not going to do the pull out as you guys saw in Australia. We're just going to give it a flying lap go at it. So right about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, right about there is where I want to be. So we're going to give it a nice shot here. Parc Fermé is on. That's fine. Flying lap. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a lap in for this Bahrain International Circuit. See what kind of time we're pressing with. On the throttle.
30 seconds left in the session.
I'll keep that on, I guess. Some of the braking points here are very tricky to get a hang of. Let's see what kind of time we can post. Qualifying is complete. My gear shifting is terrible today. This is a tricky braking zone for me. Also, this, as I lock it up, that's not going to help me at all. Up the hill. Third tricky spot on this track. I go really wide and lock up, so that's not going to help me. A little bit of a chirp from the tires. Easy in the throttle as you go up the hill. Don't touch that inside curve as it's still deadly. On the throttle as hard as you can here. Touch that inside curve. Hold that curve as best as you can. DRS is open. Where is that going to put us? I didn't see. Oh, we're 17, so pretty much exactly where I thought we were going to be. So it's going to be right onto the race at P17. I know this track is pretty nerfed when it comes to the AI and their ability here. Oh, look, our teammate has gotten himself up into P15, so he's going to make Q2. As I got knocked out to P17, where we're going to advance and move on to the race. So you guys can see we're getting combined acclaim boost, which is, I believe, popularity. And it also has to do with Lacey. If he ever signs for a new team, it actually raises his cost as a driver. So we signed him for $1 million, but he could go further up. But we're going to skip away from that for the time being. And let this game load, and we'll load up for the race. Hopefully it's a good one. I had a bit of a moment in Australia when I was racing our Big Brother team, Alfa Romeo and Kimi Räikkönen. That was a bit interesting. He went one way, I went the other, and then we thought we have switchback, which didn't work out because I completely missed my braking zone. But just loading in now. Should be any second. I have the original brick Xbox, if you guys can tell. It takes a little bit longer to load these games up. Alright, so we're here.
It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
I guess so, chin up. We're going to move on into the race. I'm going to take a look around here. I haven't looked around yet. It's not too bad. Couple guys running through the data. That's right, guys. That's why you guys are getting paid. All right, workstation. Take a look at the messages. Pre-race. All right, guys. Let's get into this race, shall we?
We're here again then at a circuit famous for its stunning visuals and thrilling battles for glory. Who will take the spotlight in the Bahrain Grand Prix today? We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Albon, Max Verstappen and Norris, Sainz, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen and Esteban Ocon, Vettel, Ricciardo, Lance Stroll and Kvyat, Gasly, Alesi, Rose and Sergio Perez, Grosjean, Magnussen, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
If we want to improve on our last race result, we need to be looking for a top half finish. Give it your best shot.
Yeah, okay. That message, yeah, real encouraging there. So I know for a fact that in like a league race or a 50% race, you usually do not touch the soft compound tire. However, this evening, since we're only doing 25%, a soft compound is here. And we're going to stay on board with a soft compound because I feel like if I don't move to the soft if I move to the soft compound after my pits, I'm going to be way off the pace. But we're going to jump with 15 laps of fuel just for that little extra oomph if we need it. But I'm good with that. We're going to select this and go back. Let's get this formation lap ready to go. This time I'm not going to jump the thing or whatever, the lights. There's our teammate right next to us, Alesi. Let's see if him and I can have a good race this evening.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tires as well, please.
Yeah, I need to warm the tires because these tires are ice cold. So one thing in Formula 1 is you don't hit your teammate. So I'm going to have to be mindful. He probably will get a better start than I will, though. Definitely probably get a better start than me. So what are you guys' thoughts of F1 2020 so far? Do you like it? Do you like the handle of it? I know a lot of people that wanted to move to no assist but weren't having the kind of luck they wanted in F1 2019.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
They were having a difficult time with it, but this game has allowed them to pick it up and give it a couple of laps, and they were finishing races without any assists, which they felt like really good about. Pardon me, I'm not trying to stumble across my words, just focusing on these front tires. Front tires do not want to warm up. Now Perez is really far behind me. So I've yet to have the patch that updates the Williams. It should be coming in a couple of days. Since we are an Xbox user, they will be a little bit longer as Xbox has to approve the patches that come through from Codemasters. But nevertheless, guys, we're going to get ready for this Bahrain Grand Prix. Let's get ourselves lined up on the grid and wait for those 5 red lights to drop. One last squeal of the tires. I have Grosjean behind me. So let's get ready. Here come the 5 red lights at the Bahrain Grand Prix. And we're away. I got a decent start this time. I have no idea how. Easy on the brakes. I have a car on the inside of me, and he's going to give me a push. Had to take evasive action there. Alright, we have a little extra fuel. Let's push on it. Get the overtake.
Looking good so far.
Went a little wide there. It's going to compromise my entrance up to the hill. Oh, locked up really heavy there. I have Kvyat behind me. He will remember me from last week. So it seems like we definitely do have a little bit more power in the engine than These guys really like to take that corner cautiously. Okay. Starting to settle into this race now. It's sitting in B13. How did they get on the throttle so much quicker than me? And this might be down to their car compared to mine. Throw it into overtake and Rich, try to keep up with these guys.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So there's going to be definitely a train of DRS here. I thought about it, and I've compromised my exit. That's not going to help. That corner is so tricky to get right. There we go. That was much better. Save the ERS as much as possible. Anybody gonna go from?
Stay alert. We're leading our teammate by 4.7 seconds.
Thinking about a Ricardo on a Ricardo is probably not going to work.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Yellow flag. Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
Give me Raikkonen.
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They're retiring from the race.
So Raikkonen is out of this race.
Green
That
flag.
boasts a little bit of concern for the Ferrari power units, such as ourselves, since we're the sister team of them. Alright, let's see if we can catch up to Ricardo. Because we're now sitting P12. DRS open. Almost forgot about DRS. It's just like a train. Nobody can get around anybody here. Oh, the back end wants to step out. I wonder if I pit early, if that would make any sense. So I don't have to deal with so much traffic. What is my pit? Is 6 to 10. You can see Ricardo's car is starting to tail out at the back. Try to get himself
We're boxing this lap.
a little bit of clean air. Easy on the throttle.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
I can already tell they are. Jeff, you weren't kidding. It's the back end gets really loose. Yeah, that's gone wide. Yes, just surviving
Issues
now.
with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, I have to get off these tires. Those tires are almost dead. 40% on this game. Starts to feel a bit hairy.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Exit, exit now.
I got caught by a hatch driver.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Okay. So 7 laps to navigate with these medium compounds, and already this car feels a little bit heavier.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
I'm not going to use it on that corner. However, I will use it on this backstretch. Car feels a lot better in cleaner air. Teammate is in the pits.
Giuliano is coming in for his stop.
Can we hold ahead of Gasly? Oh, we made a move around the outside of Kvyat. Oh, Jesus, right there.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They are out of the race.
What has happened to Lewis Hamilton?
Okay, clear.
So we're sitting P13, starting this race in P17. Time to push.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
DRS, yes, that's what I needed. So I'm not too far off of Grosjean.
Gap to teammate behind is 8.7 seconds.
I don't know who that was that just pitted. Stroll. So now we're sitting back up in the P12 where we were when we entered the pits. Can I look at a possible points finishing position? It's a big order. I just have to stop locking up these tires. Like that. We're not too far off of Grosjean. This car is lacking a bit of aero grip, I would say, downforce. You can see these guys are getting on the power a lot quicker than me. Oh, so oh my gosh, that was a bit hairy. Okay, that was much better. The exit wasn't.
Fuel remaining.
Need to keep up with these guys. I think Stroll put on the soft compound. I'll have to check.
Stroll is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh mediums. The time last lap was a 1 minute 53.2.
Yeah, he boxed really late to put on those mediums.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
This car wants to step out so much on those first two corners. These tires. So the thing is, with Grosjean, he's going to be running the same power unit as myself. So down the start-finish line, we're not going to gain much on him. Stroll, however, is running that Mercedes. Starting to run out of ERS, so I'm gonna have to manage that soon. Ocon goes for a move on Ricardo. It's going to slow these guys down.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I better run that time. Roshan is within sight. So is Ricardo, but I'm not going to do it. Just need to hang with him. And use what ERS we have. See, in a straight line, we have nothing. Penultimate lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix. Stroll's gonna look for an inside look. Oh, he pushes us wide. Nice, nice Stroll. Thank you. And he's gonna slow really. Oh, come on. A heavy lock up into this corner. Every time I enter the braking zone underneath the dirty air, the car just feels that much heavier. See if we can't pull Stroll a little bit closer.
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 15.3 seconds.
You can tell these tires are starting to give up. Might as well keep it in rich because
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I don't have anything to lose at this point. It will be a little bit more wear on the engine, but when you're going for a good, decent finish, I guess that's worth it. How much ERS? Okay, we'll keep the ERS off for now. Charles Leclerc wins the Bahrain Grand Prix.
To mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Jeff, we have a lot of fuel left. All right, so we're gonna come home in P13 for this Bahrain Grand Prix.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. they were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Charles Leclerc assumes the lead in the standings after today's outstanding result. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
It has to be said, Romain Grosjean certainly had my eye today. He made impressive gains during the race.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
All right, that will do it, guys. So it looks like Leclerc takes over the lead over Valtteri Bottas. 2 points separate them. In the constructors, you guys can see Ferrari take the lead 70 points as opposed to Mercedes. 15-point gap there. Racing Point 25 points behind. And McLaren coming out fourth best. I want to know how Alfa Romeo is in the top 5. That is a bit baffling. So us being a junior team definitely belong down where we're at in the Sauber team that's partnering the Alfa Romeo. But we're going to jump back and give you guys the outro of the view on the highlights. But guys, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. I'll be back here as much as possible. But until then, hope everybody's staying safe. Thank you so much for taking a look at this video. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. On to Hanoi, Vietnam Grand Prix next. So probably not going to be as competitive there as we were this evening or even in Australia. But until then, time will tell, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you soon.